There's a lot of people around the world that have heard and experienced mental depression. And there's a lot of people who've been criticized by those who believe that depression is an excuse to be sad, whine, or complain about the smallest things possible. However, many people don't realize that being mentally depressed and being sad are two different aspects of your daily emotions. As people seem to question that concept, what is mental depression and how serious of it can it be? For starters, mental depression is an illness that involves the concept of your brain that can affect your mood severely, affect your daily lifestyle, and it can put you at risk of suicide. Right now, we're gonna talk deeper on more on mental depression, what the outcome of it can be, and how it can lead to suicide in America and all over the world. Let's start things off more on mental depression. Mental depression is an illness that can affect your mindset, specifically your emotional distress, which can lead to negative thoughts on other people and yourself, psychological trauma, where it can bring up past experiences like bad family history or toxic people. It can distance yourself from friends and family and makes you less social to other people. And how you get it is a severe emotional stress from bad people or a bad moments. Bad moments, I mean psychological distress. Like you have a bad experience with your father or a friend who is toxic this whole time. And often it's a family history. For example, your grandparents, your mom, your family, your father. You can get depression from your family as well. So now we know about mental depression. Let's transition to the outcome of it. So the outcome of mental depression is a lot of things. Most common is a negative mindset. So that, for example, you could have low to no energy from before. You can feel helpless or hopeless. You can have thoughts of hurting other people and yourself as well, and that's not a good thing. You can distance yourself from friends and family. You can push people away, and most often, people, friends and family, will start to resent, will fight back and try to let themselves in to help you out. And if you're depressed and you don't want people helping you out, your emotions get the best of you, and you resent back to those people. And most common negative mindset is self harming yourself, unhealthy eating, no physical activity, and suicidal thoughts, and the thought about hurting yourself physically. So, we know about the negative outcomes of mental depression. Let's talk more about the important part of self harming and negative mindset, which is suicidal. The suicide rates of mental depression, it's severe in America. It's the 10th leading cause of death in America. However, in specific age gaps, 15 to 30 or 40-year-olds, it's the second leading cause of death. Most mental depression often happen through young teenagers in high school and most often in young adults. Well, the most significant about depression is that males are four times higher to commit suicide than women, as women commit suicide three times as often. And here's the warning. Here's the warning signs of suicide. You be deeply depressed. You can talk suicide threats. Your mood changes. All that kind of stuff. I've I've seen people abuse alcohol. I There's a lot of people who cut themselves. Here's a fact: men are more likely to physically suicide themselves from hanging, cutting themselves, gunshots, while women kill themselves from illegal drugs, sort of. And what people should do for suicide prevention is talk to a doctor, go to therapy or counseling, take medications, and most importantly, reach out to friends and family because there's always going to be someone to reach out for you when you are at your downside. So here here we are. We learned so much about mental depression. We learn so much about what mental depression is, what the outcome of it is, and how it could be the leading cause of suicide in America and all over the world. Now that we're near the end of this, I'm gonna conclude this. What is your thoughts about suicide? Or what is your thoughts about mental depression? Do you still think it's an excuse to be sad, whine, or complain? Because to me, it's not. And I want to know your opinion about this. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoy this. Have a good nice day.